What's up guys, Stormy here, back with another video, and I really want to share this class setup with you. It started off as a meme, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's probably one of my favorites so far. I'm using the Car 98, and we've got the monolithic suppressor, 27.6 barrel for range, tac laser for ADS speed, sniper scope for that, again, range. We've got the F-Tac sport comb, so we can have a little bit more ADS speed. This is a meta car, you're going to see it everywhere. It's just an all-around fantastic marksman rifle. And then we are running the M19. We've got the monolithic suppressor, tac laser, lightweight trigger so we can shoot faster, which is perfect. 32 round mags so we can add more bullets, and akimbo for that just pure damage output. It just cranks it up to 11. It's fantastic, and it's probably one of my favorite sidearms in Warzone now. We're running stuns with restock just to keep that consistent flow. It's fantastic. Let's get into the video. Alright, so here you can see we grabbed a bounty as soon as we landed. We got lucky enough to find a UAV in a supply crate. We've got two pretty solid guns. We could be doing better, but as you can see here, our bounty, there's two people in that building, one on the lower floor and one on the upper floor. We also have another guy in the house across from us. So what we're going to do is wait for them to start a gunfight and see if that guy over in the house we're looking at right now is going to push out. So I hear the gunfight begin, and I quickly turn around to see if they're pushing. I don't see anybody, and we catch this next guy off guard. We get a free armor satchel out of it, and when we peek back over there just to make sure he's not pushing, we can see our bounty on the stairs. I was afraid he was going to move up to one of these upper windows because I hear him running around up there, so I prone out and wait. And then I switched to the kilo because I like the recoil pattern on it more than the Hauger. I don't really like the Hauger that much, I don't know why. But I move in the building, make sure there's nobody else hiding in here, try to get a few shots off. I'm going to reload, move into that next room across, make sure I'm full plates. You always, if you have a chance, you always want to make sure you're full health. And then we beat him. He should have pushed down. I don't know why he peeked again, but that's why he's in the lobby and I'm not. Next, we wait for a few moments, and I decide it's time to jump out the window and go check on this guy. I'm going to rotate through the barn because I know he doesn't have much of an angle on me. There's not a window on the side of the building. So I'm going to quickly rotate through here, and I'm going to try and see if I can spot him in one of the windows. I do not. And he actually gets the drop on us in a moment, and you'll see that in just a second. Was not ready for that man to be there. Luckily, I'm able to hit my shots. I know I'm very low. I don't know if there's anybody else in the area, so I want to beeline it to this vehicle. And next, we're going to head to the buy station. We've got $12,000. We're going to grab our loadout, and that's where the fun begins. Alright, so we've acquired our loadout, and we're just rotating into the circle now, and I noticed this vehicle pop up on the minimap. So I think maybe I can get a nice quick shot with the Car 98K. I miss my shot, get back in the vehicle, and try and get as far away as I can. I don't know if this guy has C4s, but I switched seats to reload here, so I do have full ammo. And we just continue driving on, and we actually fuck with this guy a little bit, and he ends up being cool and honking with us. Now we get into a bit of a sketchy gunfight here, and I was a little nervous about the guy in the van. He goes to pick another fight with someone right here, and unfortunately I missed my shots. I wasn't used to the akimbo with auto sprint on, so a little wonky, but we actually go down here because of the guy behind us, and if I would have had just a few more moments I would have been able to headshot him. but luckily we are moving into Gulag. So we have the Ram 7 and flash grenades, so I'm going to toss my flash down here and immediately move to this other side and just get a quick beam on him. Not too much to explain there. Our loadout landed right next to where we died, so we're actually going to drop and grab our loadout. We are now going to grab our Kar98K and our M19. We have low ammo, but luckily I only see one person over there, and we are going to challenge this. This is our take 2 on this fight, and luckily we're able to pull it off. I go for a stun here, but they were too close to the vehicle. Luckily, the Simtex is able to get them. I'm going to grab my plate carrier back and kind of assess the situation, make sure there's nobody else around me, and then I'm going to plate up, reload, and then go replenish my plates right here. And next, we got a ton of cash off of that, so we're heading to the buy station. I'm going to grab a self-revive, so if we get knocked, this is solos, gives us a second chance. I get a little worried about this vehicle here, but they left. And I was debating in my head whether to get a UAV or an airstrike, but I decided to go with the airstrike because I would have to save up for the UAV, and if I could manage to knock somebody with the car at some crazy distance and I couldn't thirst them, I could easily just toss an airstrike on them. We're going to continue like a spiral rotation through the mountains here, because I prefer the right side of the map in this scenario than the left side, because we've only got the Kar98K and the M19, so we have to play a little bit more stealthy, but that doesn't mean we can't be aggressive. Now, as you can see, we've pushed up a little bit more to the right towards this bunker area, and we're just checking everything out, looking for people rotating in. I'm checking both sides at this point because I'm not too sure if there's anybody still like in stadium direction. And we actually catch this guy out in the open, toss a stun, and switch to the M19s. And it's as easy as that. The animation is a little bit weird to get used to when you have auto sprint on, because it kind of stops your shooting for a moment when you push your sticks forward, but it's just a simple matter of muscle memory and getting used to it. We go to continue our rotation here after we kind of look around. You can actually hear a munitions box or a plate box breaking in the distance near the bunker, so it kind of spooked me for a second, but I realized the audio cue, what it was. We don't see anybody else coming in this way. I know the gas is coming, so I get moving. Now, one thing you want to make sure that you're doing and making use of is any piece of cover you have around you when you're crossing these like wide open areas. Just move from cover to cover, don't just cross blindly. Now, I do here in just a moment because I feel pretty safe. I haven't seen anybody, I don't think anybody's around me. We have already cleared this area, but I'm trying to get to this rock because it's something I can maneuver around pretty easily and even get on top of if I have to. And here we've covered a lot of ground. We made it all the way over to TV station, but circle's closing and we got to get moving. I know there's a guy at TV station, and I know there's a guy over here to my right, which I'm pre-aiming looking for him. Break his armor. Unfortunately, we don't get the follow-up shot, so we're gonna rotate downhill here, moving into this little valley, which is no man's land. Very, very, very risky, and I almost lose the game doing so. Get that headshot. I immediately turn my back to TV station and make sure I'm not getting pushed from that edge. I see somebody else crossing, and I get an armor hit, break their armor, and then I end up downing them. I thought about using the airstrike, but I was getting shot at and I knew they would die to the gas. I switched to the pistols for that movement speed, and I want to get to this train car, so I'm covered by more than one angle. We get really low here. The gas is coming in. Very scary situation, but we managed to pull it off pretty smoothly. So we're just going to keep plating up and moving forward. I don't really know where anybody is, so I want to be very cautious. I see somebody move across right there between those two buildings. I'm looking up at the compass at the top to check indicators for people shooting without their suppressors on. Maybe they just got out of the gulag, they're floating, grabbed a gun, never know what happened. So this was a bad play on my part. I should have thrown the stun earlier. So I fall back, hop over this wall, and try and take the fight from a different angle. After I can plate up a little bit, we get a successful stun, and then finish him off with M19s are amazing. And you can just see their raw damage output.
There you go.
It's great. We're going to plate up here, and the zone's getting very small, so we're going to continue to just play things safe. I'm switching to the car because I have that one-shot potential if I get a headshot, which I'm normally pretty consistent with, but this match I think this was like my second match playing with this class, so it's something you really need to develop a knack for. I'm scanning the hills over there to see if anybody's rotating into circle. I think I do notice somebody to my right here in just a moment. He's kind of hugging this wall for cover, which is a very smart move, but he didn't notice me, so it was his funeral. And another thing I'm looking at is there's only 4 people left, so that's 1. Now it's 1v1v1. I don't know if anybody's super close to me, but I see this guy on the wall, and I hear footsteps beside me. I see that guy next to me, and I try and get a stun out. I do get the stun, but I'm getting shot at by both of them. Luckily, the last guy takes him out, and I'm able to get the self-revive. I throw down an airstrike so I have time to plate. Very risky, I could have got headshot. I was very low, but I felt safe. So I fully played up, moved to a more advantageous position. I'm in the circle, I have this wall to play around, and here we crack their armor and follow it up with a headshot. We actually end the game here with a win. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you end up using this class for yourselves, let me know how it goes down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to support the channel further, a subscribe is always appreciated. It's free, you can always unsubscribe. This has been Stormer, this is my gameplay analysis. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm out.